What to Do If an Elephant Stands on Your Foot by Michelle Robinson. Pictures by Peter H. Reynolds. If an elephant stands on your foot, keep calm. Panicking will only startle it. There he is down at the bottom. The elephant's on the corner of his foot. Yow! Never mind, these things happen. In the event of a startling an elephant, you will probably feel like running away rather quickly. Try not to. Running may attract tigers. So there he goes running. Startled the elephant and off he goes. Told you so. Shh. Once a tiger has spotted you, you must stay silent. The slightest sound, such as a sneeze, achoo! Oh dear. As I was saying, make the slightest sound and rhinoceroses will hear you. So there's the rhinoceros back there. If a rhinoceros has heard you, whatever you do, do not be tempted to climb a tree. Oh, for goodness sakes, go ahead then if you must, but don't say I didn't warn you. So here comes the tiger and the rhinoceros. And the elephant is coming back along the way too. And he's going up the tree. See, snakes live in trees and they do not take kindly to visitors.
Interruption. Recess is over. Please come inside.
Having found yourself in a snake's tree, take a few deep breaths and steady yourself. There he is with all the snakes up the tree. That's it. Now sit tight and try not to make any sudden movements. So he's got the elephant, the tiger, and the rhinoceros staring at him up the tree with the snakes. Like no sudden movements. Like that one, you ninny. Sudden movements do not go unnoticed by crocodiles. Everyone knows that. So he suddenly jumped out of the tree into the water with the crocodiles. Honestly, you're hopeless. If you've been noticed by a crocodile, don't expect me to help you. Please. There he is in the water with the crocodiles. Oh, all right then. Since you asked so nicely, wave your arms around and shout for help. Help, help. Is it working? So he's waving his arms around and splashing, irritating the crocodiles. Yes, here come the monkeys. Of course, now that the monkeys have arrived, there's only one thing to do. So the monkeys are saving him from the crocodiles. Go nuts. Jump up and down, run around and around. Sing and shout and dance and swing. Have a banana. And finally, before you return to your nice, safe home, remember your manners. Thank the monkeys for rescuing you. And don't forget to apologize to the elephant. Just be careful not to... Hey, sorry! Startle it. So he's yelling at the elephant, and guess what's happening? Starting all over again. All right, so we are going to make a safari hat to play with and wear, so you can pretend that you're playing with your own animals. Your tigers, elephants, rhinoceroses. So I started with a regular medium-sized plate, paper plate, and I have a foam plate. You can use a paper plate as well. So I've cut out the center. You can use scissors or an X-Acto knife if you have a parent to help you. And I'm just going to attach my bowl into my plate and it's going to shape the hat in the shape that we need. So you see there, you've got your plate and your bowl inside. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it, but I'm also going to tape it because it takes a while for the glue to settle. And we're going to need so we'll glue that edge on, and then once that's on there, I'm going to also use a little bit of tape just to save some time for them. So you're going to tape that on so you got your shape of your hat that you need. You are using your glue, you're going to need to let that sit for a few minutes. If you're just going to use the tape, then you can carry on and add your other pieces. So that's the shape of your hat. So I've also taken a hole punch and punched holes in the sides. So then we also need a large elastic band, and I'm going to cut that elastic band. And that's going to be the string for our safari hat to keep it on your head. So I'm going to tie my elastic through one hole that I made. And then I'm going to tie it through the other side. So there's the elastic. So then I have some pieces of tissue, and you can make your safari hat whatever color you want. There's some printed tissue paper you could use if you want to make it camouflage and blend in with some animals. Mine I just did with some green and yellow and brown. So I just started with little strips of tissue, and I'm just going to add them onto my hat. So it takes a few minutes to put your strips on. So you're going to cover your entire hat using those little squares or strips or pieces, and you can of course use whatever color of camouflage that you want depending what kind of territory you're in. You might want to put some brown in there or some other colors. So once you've colored your whole entire hat with your little squares, you're gonna have your hat look like this. And then I did still have some edging that I wanted to color brown. So I'm just using like a bingo dauber, like a craft bingo dauber. And we had a brown one, and I'm gonna go along and add some color, some brown color onto my project. You don't have to do that. You can use brown tissue, or you can use all your colored tissue. So once you add all your color that you want, so that you're camouflaged in the jungle with your safari hat, keeping the sun off your face. So there's my finished hat that I'm happy with. So we went from this to this, and then you just use your string to put it on your head, and there's your safari hat.